目を開けていいですよ。
はい。
What's going on, my friends? Today we're talking about Private Tutor. This was episode 11, meaning we have one more episode left, and then that is it. That's all she wrote for this season. Now, episode 11, I know it might come as a surprise, but I think this episode sucked. I said it last week, and I think even the week before, but like we've gotten to a point with this show to where what's the point? Like the show's about to end, right? And what's the point? Like, we're watching this episode, and this whole episode was about rizzing up Stella, right? It is a whole episode just dedicated to her. And what's the outcome of it? Now, I get that the outcome is she overcomes her demons. She overcomes, the things that have been holding her down. And, next week she proves herself. I get that in theory. But what's the point in the context of this show? Like, really, this was just one episode excuse for Alan to get closer to yet another one of the girls, for him to rizz up another one of the girls, for him to +1 his harem with the girls, right? So he spends the time, and this week he goes on a date with her. He shows her the finer things in life, I guess, the things that matter outside of magic in the magic school. He takes her to a place to where he finds out that, hey, the Howard family, especially their mother, may have been more important than he thinks, because she finds out some kind of magical stuff that is in this church that he took her to. And then he takes her to go see, like, the city from this top place. And, he lets her know his dream, which is to see all the girls succeed. He wants to get better alongside them and be there and stuff like that. But at this point now, we have his sister. We have his sister Karen, right? So, however you feel there, she's in the populace. Maybe she doesn't end up being part of the harem, but she's pretty damn close, okay? Then we have Lydia, which is his number one, which is like, that's basically wife already, or at least it should be, but he pussyfoots around, and eventually Lydia is just going to, like, he's just going to end up married to her, because she's going to club him and just drag him to a church. But you have Lydia, which is number one. And then we have Tina, okay? Then we have Ellie. Then we have last week with Felicia, right? Now we have Stella. It's like, okay, how many... And I guess you can even extend that to Lene, which is Lydia's little sister, because she has a thing for Alan as well. So if you count that up, that's Karen, Lydia, Tina, Ellie, Stella. Did I lose track? Lene, Karen, Lydia, Tina, Ellie, Stella, Felicia. Jesus Christ, that's 7. So, I mean, I guess if you like, I don't even know if I would call this a harem anime. You know what I mean? Because at least genuine harem anime don't hide the fact that they're harem anime, right? Like, if I think of, like, in another world, my smartphone, like, the main character there and the girls were all in partnership with each other, and he was okay. He was like, okay, do you all accept me for what this is? And they all did, right? So most harem anime are pretty, like, they're pretty black and white with it. This one kind of like, we're not really a harem, but like all the girls want him, but like, it's like it's not good. So then I go back to what I said at the beginning of the video. What's the point? So let's say next week. So Alan he spent 2 weeks with Stella. He made Lydia and the rest of the girls jealous that he was spending 2 weeks with this girl, which happens to be Tina, which is, one of his potential lovers, happens to be her sister. And now he's added her to a potential lover list. But, he spends 2 weeks with her. Let's say she pulls it off next week, and, they overcome Ellie and Tina and Lene or Karen or whatever. Let's say they overcome the girls together, which I think she's going to fight Tina, Ellie, and Karen. Let's say she wins. What's the result? What's the result for us as a viewer? Like, is it just... Like, what is it? Like, is it... She takes over the Howard family? Okay. she gets added to the harem, maybe. I don't know. Like, what's the result? What's the result that we want? Like, what's the outcome that we'd be like, okay, that was good. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments, but at this point, it's doo-doo, it's poo-poo. It was a 6 out of 10 episode. I did not like it. I did not think it was good. I think I'm wasting my time watching it. And I think next week I'm going to waste my time watching the final episode. So that's how I feel. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments down below. There was a lot of really amazing anime this summer. And this, among like 3 or 4 others, had potential to be really good. But they just took turns and made weird decisions or had really poor writing. That's like a good idea turned into like something else. So I don't know. I didn't like it though. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, my friends. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.